Charcoal in a wood gas stove? Really? Let's try it.
Something in the water that's calling my name.
Hey, it's FloridaBoy back with you. If you're new to my channel and you like this video and you want to see more from the Florida swamps, gear reviews, and videos about general outdoor stuff, you can start by subscribing and clicking the bell icon below so that you don't miss anything. Okay, so I got my little wood gasser here. Made a couple modifications to it that I'm going to show you in a couple of minutes, but you know, wood gas stove works pretty good, built out of the paint can and the Progresso can and everything else. But started seeing some other guys burning wood pellets out of theirs, and a couple of guys trying to burn some charcoal out of theirs. So I figured, well, let's see how that works rather than wood, because you know, when you burn wood out of the wood gasser and it starts gassing and the smoke starts coming up, that's where the wood gas is created from. But when you get that smoke from the wood, really turns your canteen cups and your pots and everything else really, really black, and that black stuff's all over the place. But I started thinking about the wood pellets, and then specifically charcoal. You know, charcoal doesn't really smoke. All it does is give off a bunch of heat. But charcoal needs an updraft from underneath, okay? And if here's your surface, the wood gas stove sits right on the surface. That's true, you got some air holes coming in from the side, but you got nothing down below. And if you think about your charcoal grill, it's got a vent on the bottom and a vent on the top, and that's to let airflow come through and actually fan the charcoal. So what I did is this. Went down to Home Depot and I bought some little L brackets, and I attached them to the bottom of my wood gasser like so. Okay, so what does this do? This creates a little gap in the bottom where the air can come under and come up through all of these holes on the bottom of the wood gasser. And all I did is I just put them on with some the L bracket through a couple of the holes that I already had in the wood gasser, and I just put some wing nuts on it. So you could take that wing nut off, turn this around, and face them in for transporting and traveling and stuff. And then when you get to your campsite, just take the wing nut off, flip the bracket around, and put it right back on. And then you got something that sits flat on the surface, and it gives you a little air space to draw air underneath. Now it's going to work like a little charcoal grill. Just so happens this size of wood gasser really fits 8 pieces of charcoal really well. And you remember I did the video on my little portable charcoal packs. They had 8 pieces of charcoal in them, and 8 pieces of charcoal gives you a nice double high column of charcoal in here. And I was testing it, and it worked really well, and gets really hot. But I might modify my charcoal packs to put another 2, because I can actually fit 8 pieces of charcoal in there and put the top on for transporting it, and it doesn't rattle because your charcoal is packed in there. But the thing that I also found out is charcoal needs something to start it, even matchlight. You know, it doesn't start from the top very well. It needs you need something in there to start it from the bottom up. So I wrapped up a little bunch of lighter wood, fat wood shavings, and a little piece of tissue paper, put a little jute twine on it. So we're going to go back and do a burn test, and just for the hell of it, I'm going to time it, and I'm going to put 2 cups of water in the Moore's bush pot, and we're going to see how this works. So join me in my backyard. Okay, so here we are in the back, and we got the little wood gasser, and see, we just got the little feet on there, which just gives it that about 3/4 of an inch height off the ground and off the forest floor, you know, which makes it a little bit better of an option if you're out with a bunch of leaves and stuff like that. So I'm going to light it from underneath, and then we're going to get it going. All right, that took about 2 minutes, and the charcoal's caught from the underside, and the flames are starting to lick up. Now this, if I'm correct, This should not produce the wood gas effect, but it should produce a nice hot charcoal fire for quite a while. So this has been going for maybe like 1 minute. So what we're going to do is, and I can feel the heat, we're just going to go ahead and put the old Moore's bush pot on the top of it and get just about all we can get out of this charcoal. So I will be sure to come back and give you all a time. So stay with me. All right, you can pretty much see the flames now, and it's been about 5 minutes. So this charcoal is lit up pretty good. Man, it's very bright over here. It's 79 wonderful degrees today. Just thought I would tell y'all that. We're going to see how long it takes our industry standard 2 cups of water to boil in the Moore's bush pot, and then we're going to see how long it keeps it boiling. So I know you're not going to want to miss this. Alright, we're about 10 minutes in, and the charcoal is really established, and it is hot. That water's getting hot too, man. It should boil for a while, and I did a little burn test last week. I didn't record it, but I got this water to boil for 45 full minutes. So let's see how long it'll last today. All right, let's see what we got here. It's been about 15 minutes. That's plenty hot for some hot water. It's not rolling boil yet, but it's plenty hot for coffee or... Oh, I just heard it kick. It's going to be rolling boil in a second. Let's see how the... Ooh, the charcoals are doing well. Boy, that's hot. Alright. Alright, we'll give it a couple minutes here and see. Alright, let's see what we got. It's been like another minute and a half. You can hear it. Alright. I see bubbles down there. Not a lot of them, but I would say we boiled in about 15 minutes. Alright. Now let's leave it and see how long it boils. Alright, here we are at 20 minutes. Let's see what we got. Whew. I don't think that's too bad. That's sitting there, rolling, boiling. Alright. This is charcoal. And if you were camping, you could add more water to that and just set it and forget it. And you would have hot water for a long time. So let's come back at the 25-minute mark. Alright, we're right at the 25-minute mark. Let's check her out. I can hear it boiling. Yeah. I mean, this is just going to continue to sit here and boil for the better part of an hour. The cool thing about this is, and the charcoal, let's check out the charcoal progress. Ooh, the charcoal is just getting going. Whew, man, that's hot. The charcoal is just getting going. So, you know, you could sit here and make a big old pot of coffee, and then, you know, take the pot off and put your frying pan over there on the pot stand and stuff, and cook some other breakfast and cook some other stuff, and you know, you've got heat for virtually an hour. So I think we can wrap up this test now. I think charcoal is just about going to do it. So what did we learn today? Whew, it's hot out there. You see, I changed shirts because I was sweating. Some of you are freezing to death, but not down here. Okay, we learned today that alternative fuels out of a wood gas stove are a pretty viable option. I mean, I haven't tried wood pellets yet because I can't find wood pellets, but I can find hardwood charcoal, and I can find regular matchlight charcoal, and it burns every bit as good and or better than wood does. There's some benefits and there's some drawbacks to charcoal though. The benefits are it's really cheap. Wood's cheap because wood's free, but I can buy a 15 pound bag of charcoal for $4.98 at Home Depot. So that's pretty cheap when you factor in the price of hundreds of little briquettes in there. So those are pretty cheap. It transports easily. It's a little dirty, transports easy. It's a little dirty. It doesn't smoke. The wood gasser, when it creates that wood smoke, coats the bottom of your pots with all that black stuff that you got to scrub off. The charcoal doesn't do that. The pots are nice and clean when they come out. The wood gas stove burns out, and it'll burn out and be cool to the touch in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That eight or nine briquettes of charcoal is going to burn for 2 hours in that wood gas stove because I did it last week. And you ain't going anywhere because that stove is going to be too hot to handle, or you're just going to be dumping out charcoal briquettes on the forest floor. So try it, see what you think of it. I kind of like the idea. It's nice and easy. It's not messy. It doesn't mess up your pots. But you better be willing to stay there for a while. If you got a lot of stuff to cook, charcoal may be a better option. But, try it out for yourself and see which way works out. So, once again, on the left-hand side of the screen, you're going to see suggested videos. In the upper right-hand corner, you're going to see my subscription bubble. And coming to you again from sunny, warm Central Florida, this is Matt, the old Florida boy, saying I will see you on the trail.